Okay, here's what I'm doing now. I'm getting ready to start hopefully building the bed. And what I'm going to use is I got some 12 gauge plate, 4x4 sheet, cut it in half so they're 2x4. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to come off the frame up 16 inches and then put a like a 20 or 30 degree bend. I'm just going to wing that on it, and then weld similar tubing for what I use for my radiator supports, like this stuff right here. So that'll go on the top of the bed rail. So what I'm doing now is I'm over here trying to bend this stuff. It's, even though it's fairly thin, it's still not cooperating. So I got it all clamped down where I want to bend it and everything. So I have these forklift weights for my for when I do truck pulls and stuff. So I laid those on there, and now I'm going to go get the torch, heat up the underside. Since metal usually pulls towards the heat, I might as well not have it fighting me, and heat the underside up and push it down to the desired angle, and we'll see how that works. Okay, the heating and bending attempt didn't work. So my neighbor who lives across the street from me is a co-owner in they build big frac tanks and stuff like that. They do metal fab stuff, and they have a brake. So I just called him and he said, yeah, bring it down. So I'm gonna have them just put it on a brake and bend it to 45 degrees like I want, and it'll be done. So okay, I figured I'd give a little update of what I got done today so far. As you know, I had to go take the steel for the bed and have it bent, so it's at that shop. They said I'd have it within a day or two. I'm hoping I have it tomorrow because it's a long weekend, and I'd really like to get the bed built as well this weekend. But I got, let's see, I finished boxing in the upper control arms on the frame. That turned out pretty decent. And then I started messing around with the gas tank, and it worked out just awesome. I was able to use the YJ skid plate, gas tank, and everything. And normally the gas tank sits rearward of the axle, but since I stretched the wheelbase so far on this, I have just enough room between the cab and the axle to set the tank in there. I had to flip the tank around basically the other way, so instead of the input, the fill being on the driver's side, it would be on the passenger side. But it fit just killer. So anyway, here's a few shots of the boxed in upper control arm mounts and the spreaders I have going across to support the fuel tank. This tube here will have some more gussets coming on the ends. I don't like the look of an open tube like that. That looks like crap. So they'll be gusseted in. I'm just going to make like a out of probably 3/16 or 1/4 inch plate, just something to kind of tie that in, make it look a little better. Not that you really ever see it once the bed sides are on it, but I'd know it was there. The way that cradle fits in here for the fuel tank, I'll be able to run my shocks off the lower control arms, and they'll be mounted just right here and here on either side of the fuel tank. So it's gonna kick ass. So in case I didn't mention earlier, the other thing I got done today too is getting the bump stops mounted. So it's getting there. I'm not too crazy about the bright galvanized chrome colored chains holding the, I wanted it to be kind of, you know, kind of radish, but that's just kind of kooky. I'm gonna have to paint those or something. So anyway, thanks for looking. Hopefully I'll have some more done tomorrow, and this weekend the whole back should be done, I'm hoping. Everything except for tail lights and a little bit of wiring and probably running fuel lines. Maybe a drive shaft, other than that, and brakes. But that stuff, that's the easy stuff. Getting the axle set and all that was something that needed to be done. So thanks.